Alright, so the 21 squad Reggae Girls squad has finally been released for the World Cup Qualifiers match. And I hope everybody can support the Reggae Girls as much as they support the Reggae Boys, without a doubt, because trust me, the Reggae Girls are making big moves when it comes to going to the World Cup. Because if they qualify for this World Cup, it's gonna be their third World Cup qualify for. Meanwhile, the Reggae Boys are struggling. Yes, man, they are struggling to go to the World Cup. We have given a second chance to go to World Cup. But we're gonna focus on the Reggae Girls right now. And as I said, I hope everybody can give the Reggae Girls the same support that the Reggae Boys were getting. Alright, so for the goalkeeper, we have Snyder and Rebecca Spencer. For the defenders, we have Konya Plummer, Naya, Tena, Chantel, Mia, Jalia. For the midfielders, we have Tiffany, we have Atalanta, Primus, Israela, Goves, Spencer, Danisha Blackwood. And for the forwards, we have Natasha Thompson, Jody Brown, Walker, Shania Hales, Kalsa, Van what? Van Santen, Chenille, and Khadija Shaw, one of the best strikers of the Reggae Girl squad and also in the Man City Women's League. Alright, so if you guys have not subscribed to my channel as yet, please give this video a thumbs up, comment your feedback on the Reggae Girls and the Reggae Boys. Alright, so as I said, the first match for the Reggae Girls World Cup qualifiers is going to be November the 29th, Saturday, in a couple days from now. And they're going to be facing Dominica at their home. And as I said before, the Reggae Girls, they have been performing very well when it comes to the World Cup. Although they're not getting the support that they should be getting from their country. They basically get the support as myself, but they're not getting enough support as if the main players, the Reggae Boys, are getting. But the Reggae Girls, totally have what it takes to go to the World Cup. The last time they went to the World Cup, they faced big teams like Brazil, Argentina, and so forth. They probably didn't get out of the group stage. But end of the day, the World Cup is not like some simple matches. Every match in the World Cup is very competitive. And for them to get to the World Cup, that was the first big move. And I think the second big move was always to get out of the group stage. But it didn't work out how they wanted it to work out, and they're back for another World Cup, and the fight basically continues. So let's see how this match turn out, the matches turn out, and let's see how the Jamaicans support the team. Because as I said before, they're gonna need the support right now, especially like our main support team, the Reggae Boys, is basically out of commission, are out until next year when they play their playoff match to decide whether or not they're gonna go to the World Cup. Alright, so we're gonna go back in history for the Reggae Girls just to give you basically a recap of their historic moments in the World Cup. So Jamaica became the first Caribbean nation in history to qualify a Women's World Cup. So the qualification came through the 2018 CONCACAF Women's Championship, where they finished third. So the group stage's opponents C was Brazil, Italy, and Australia. So as I said before, all of the matches are competitive. So Brazil, we have lost to Brazil 3-love, we have lost to Italy 5-love, and we have lost Australia 4-1. Alright, so 2019 highlights the first Caribbean team to ever appear. Despite 3 losses, the participation was a major achievement due to lack of funding, team being disbanded in early years. Rival led by Cinderella Marley, Bob Marley's daughter, who financially support the campaign. And as I say, there's a lot of things to talk about when it comes to underdevelopment of Jamaica football teams. We're not um a big financial country. We're not a financial country when it comes to developing our football teams and so forth. So, we always face a lot of backlash for that. So the second qualification in 2023 Women's World Cup, Australia slash New Zealand. So a massive achievement. Jamaica qualified for their second straight World Cup, showing major progress and consistency. So the group stage opponent F. So we played France, Panama, and Brazil. So listen to this part. We draw against France, we won against Panama, and we draw against Brazil. You get me, I say? So the historic qualification for a knockout run, Jamaica advanced to the round of 16 the first time. They eliminated Brazil, a global powerhouse, one of the biggest shocks in women's World Cup history. So round of 16 lost 1-love to Colombia in a tight defensive match. So 2023 highlights 0 goals conceded in the group stage in a group with Brazil and France. The first Caribbean team to ever advance to the knockout stage, Khadija Palmer-Shaw, Manchester City star, led the team but missed the Brazil game due to suspension. So Jamaica became a global fan favorite due to their discipline and underdog spirit. So the key players in the World Cup that year, Khadija Bonishaw, Jamaica all-time leading goal scorer, men or women, one of the top strikers in world football, plays for Man City. So Danisha Blackwood, so a key defender known for her toughness and leadership. Rebecca Spencer, the goalkeeper who delivered a world-class performance in 2023. Havana Solan scored Jamaica's first ever Women's World Cup in 2019. So as I said, the women, when it comes to the reggae girls, they're doing way better than the reggae boys. Trust me. But I always say this, I hope them can get the same support that Jamaica has shown to the reggae boys. But anyways, five major challenges faced by the team. So the Reggae Girls have one of the toughest parts in world football due to the funding, poor logistic, team suspension of play, and so forth. So the lack of proper training, player to raise money through GoFundMe campaigns, delays in payment from the Jamaica Football Federations, limited limited preparations matches, staff and resource shortage. So as I said before, it's very hackling for players to be thinking about playing football matches and thinking about other things like financial wise. You get me? As it's really hard. You get me? And Jamaica is not that country that is advanced as most countries when it comes to funding and so forth. You get me? As about Jamaica, Reggae Girls has made it to the World Cup nonetheless, and their third World Cup, they're definitely gonna make it far. In their first World Cup, they didn't make it out the group stage. In the second World Cup, they made it out into the round of 16, and now who knows? Probably can make it to the semifinals. We can't really doubt ourselves. I think big.